to invest for our future relative to how we want the world to be. Does contributing to St. Luke's give me a sense of investing in something special and beneficial to the world, etc.? But it's also a reflection of the fact that St. Luke's has given me so much over the years. Living less abundantly in the present so that we can continue to live abundantly in the future. But if we've learned anything, a community can be virtual, it can be impactful, and it can be growing and ever more abundant in its impact, even if it's online for now. To the extent that you find it a place of love and abundance and community and inspiration and enjoyment, that you don't forget that there are others who could benefit from that experience. The more that we walk into the mystery of life, the greater the possibility that we experience God as real, as meaningful, and as transformative in our lives. And I believe that we not only meet God in every other human being we see on the streets, but we meet God in places like St. Luke's, where its spirit is ever present, not perfectly because we're human, but wonderfully, wonderfully, abundantly. And in that sense, I think that this is a real opportunity to engage. And I am still renewed every time I partake of this special community. So the thing that I want everyone to know is I am here for you. I believe that we're here for each other.
Say something very similar. Say, you know what, Mother Nature just got upset with us and said, you're abusing me, and therefore I'm going to call it a long time out. When I think about generosity and reimagining generosity, I think the three core tenets that we talk about continue to be important, and it's a great way to break down reimagining generosity, which is time, talent, and treasure. And we are fortunate enough to live in a fantastic community where you see all of those three components on a daily basis in our congregation. I think that is simply fantastic. Includes the audacious and ambitious goal of 100% participation. What a wonderful message if all of the active families in our organization can share in that by participating in the treasure component of reimagining generosity. I think it's such a powerful statement and such a powerful force. St. Luke's is our spiritual family, and it's our family.
For me, I think not just this year, but before, after losing our daughter Kaya, that I really learned, the preciousness and how special life actually is. Mm-hmm. And I think that one thing I've learned about this pandemic is that now I think everybody else is on board in that same thinking, that how precious life is and how you can take it for granted. Because death is as much a part of life.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I've never wanted to talk about death, but for me, I think the way I feel about it now is that I definitely agree that death to me is just a continuation of life.
Well, I would just say that facing death is a thing that we all face, but I think one of the great things about being part of the community of St. Luke's is that there is so much support there that it kind of takes some of that fear away because you're supported. Whether it's someone you love, you have a community of people that are there for you. That's invaluable. It's just absolutely invaluable. And if it was me that passed away, that I know that that community would remember me and would take care of the people close to me that were grieving. And you can't you just can't put a price tag on that. And it's just one of the greatest things for me in my life to be able to have had a privilege to be a part of. And I want to make clear, what was wonderful about it was it wasn't new. That love for Coyote, she was bathed in that love when she was alive.
For me, giving is a commitment. It's really demonstrating commitment in something that you believe in.
When you commit to something and you invest in it, you have a stake in it, and you're a real part of that community.
Sorry, I was gonna say that I was really happy when we learned that the goal was 100% participation, because like I almost feel like some people maybe didn't want to pledge because they felt like, oh, I can't, I don't have that much financially to contribute. But that's just not so. I mean, it's every person is valuable in this community, and whatever people can give, it's okay. It's needed. It contributes to the overall, big picture. And so, everyone can feel like they can be a part of it, no matter what.
To let everybody know, and St. Luke's it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be just fine. And to just keep your faith, and everything will be just fine.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say, sorry. I was gonna say the exact same thing, that everything's gonna be okay. I said those words last August, and even in the darkest of days, when people, I want people to know that even when you don't feel like they're gonna be okay, the only thing that I can say is just, it's okay to feel not okay. And as long as you just remember that you have a community behind you, and that, the only important thing is to just put one foot in front of the other, no matter how long it takes. I mean, it can take a while, but as Jason said, everything will eventually, it'll turn out okay. And